Greetings all, Frog here. Let's play some Factorio with Bob's Mods RSO. Alright, let's just check in. We haven't been in here for a while. We'll check to make sure that things are proceeding as normal. Yeah, we do need a balancer into this. That's very much broken. I don't know how that happened. But we need a balancer into this part, at least. So that way that's still balanced. I don't care about this, because that's not going to go as much. What's happening? Steel? We have no steel in the back end. We have no iron coming through because it's broken. This is the wrong way around. That's solid. Good thing we didn't need that for the main production, or we'd have been in toast. Okay, let's talk rails. So, whoa, okay. We're going to want the oil depot up here, for sure. For sure, like, totally. So we want the oil to come out. We can add it into this, I guess. So we don't have to have the train come all the way in here. But we're going to want the train to come here. We're going to have to take out that base. Okay, so we're not quite done clearing out biters. Let's clear out these biters to the north. Hopefully there are no big fire biters in there. If there are, I guess that's just going to be the way of it, and we'll have to adapt. Let me tell you how thrilled I am that there's a giant forest right here. You know, I may not have to take them out. Let's ignore them for now, because what I'm doing here will not be that polluting. Well, the train will come by, but I don't think the train gets a pollution score. It might. Figure that out. All right, so this tin, geez, talk about not needing tin. Let's put the oil base. We don't want a two-headed system. We've got zinc right here. We could start mining some zinc, bring it in. We want a loop, so we have to clear some trees. I don't think there's any other way around it. Let's clear a bunch of trees, and then get our loop in place, and we'll use this as our injection point for the oil. I don't have an invar, so I'm going to have to be careful about that. But not be careful, but I'm going to have to just know that I'm not going to have enough. I'm out of steel? That's alright. That should be the last component I need to make all this reality anyway. I'm going to put this here. So that's essentially comes into our station. So theoretically, let's lay some rail down. Rail can lay right there. So if I put rail right there, and I have my pump, where are you? There you are. Theoretically, this should take from that tanker and go in. Theoretically. Alright, so what I am going to do is I'm going to turn my light oil into fuel blocks. I'm going to use that to run the trains. So this is where the train will fuel, because they're both going to come here for now. We'll figure out train loading elsewhere. Okay, let's get an engine. Let's get a tanker. Okay, so long as it's anywhere within the loading zone. Oh, that's a very small loading zone. Okay, I'm glad I did that. So this tanker needs to be like right there when we get there. All right, so the engine needs to be right there. So the signal needs to be right there. That should do it. Okay, Climon, thank you very much. You are now oil return. Okay, we're going to need a PAX train eventually as well. Right, I don't need that anymore. So now, if we click on trains, I should see a train. There's my train. Train display count. I don't understand what that means. There's my manual stop, so I just reset. Stopped. I don't know what any of this means. What if I hit the exclamation? Alarm. More than 10 minutes between stations. More than 2 minutes to stick train. Oh, that's great. Cool. That's nice. What does S mean? Station filter. Oh, okay. Cool. Nice. I don't know what that is. Train display count 9. Alright. Manual stopped. Ah, cool. So I can go to the train or go back to the player. That's excellent. Pause or running. Cool. I like it. I've never played with that before. This is the first time. Alright, you're going to go to oil return eventually. You need to have some fuel. So right now we're going to view a tree. We're going to hop in, and then we're going to back you up. Then we're going to stop you, and we're going to tell you to go to oil return. Does that line up? It might. Let's hop out. Let's move that one forward. Was here. Let's make it here. Well, if it was here, so it moves to the stop. That's going to be too far. We'll just have to do that and hope. DSOS? Oil return. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll stop the train. We're just going to have to hope, because it clips it, but I don't know if that's enough. So let's put some power in here. That's not enough? Of course not. If it were the big one, it would be. There we go. So we put some power in here. It should pump oil. If it doesn't, then we'll have to get one of the other pumps and just do that. I don't know. I'm being buzzed. If this is my wife, I'll have to take a second. We have a lot of plans. Oh, it is my wife. She's showing me a picture of my cat. I would show you if I had a webcam, but I don't. She does that now and again. This is the day before we leave for our holiday, so it's a pretty big deal for us right now. All right, so that's as far as it needs to go, which means I only need one more. That is not necessary. That's probably not necessary either, but I'm going to leave it in because it makes it like I feel better about it. So perfect. Wow, nice. So we're going to put a little loop in. For now, I'm going to do a single rail system, but I will leave it flexible that we'll have... No, because it's going to be too long. We're going to need a double rail system because I'm going to have 2 trains. Alright. Okay. A lot of trees, no worries. Again, I love the anti-collision tree, the anti-tree collision mod or whatever it's called. I think it's just called tree collision mod. It's fantastic. Everybody should play with it. Oh no! Oh wow, that's barely just enough. It's like I planned it. I must be doing this off screen. Nope, just getting real lucky. All right, we're gonna put one in here. Connects through. And then we want this one. No, because that's going to be down here. So we're going to do this again. I think. We'll find out in a minute. We'll lay it down. We'll see what happens. Yeah, because that's not going to be enough. So we'll come out of it like this. Like so. Get that rock out of our way. And that's just a nice little, you know. We're still not quite where I want to be. So we'll just do an extension till we get where I want to be. I think that's the level, which means it's got to go here. Pretty sure that's the case. Find out here in just a second. Oh, that'll be too close. Yeah, that's only one apart. I need 2, so it's got to be here. So that's the spot. Yep. Cool. And I think that's the only one to finish the loop. No, there should be one up here too. Yeah, there we go. So that gets me the full loop with the nice little zag. I don't like the zag. Zag makes me upset. Get rid of all these. I don't want the zag. Zag looks silly. So we're going to go diagonally. Till there, but I think it's one shorter than that. Give me these. Come on, there we go. Oh, I needed to go one more. I was right the first time. Alright, cool. So there we go. That's our train stop. Comes in and back out. I could actually come all the way back in and just make this a single loop, but I like having the extra ins and outs. And then this is essentially a spur off the main rail network, which the main rail network will go here, I think, to just miss this. Yeah, so it's going to go here. So that's the main rail network. 1, 2, boom. Now we just have to connect this in. Okay. It's been a while since I've worked with trains, but we will get there. That's for the far connection to go there. So if we go anti-clockwise, we're coming up here, actually. So the only way that we're ever going to do is go that way. So we're going to come up from here, which is that one. Don't need those. That's that one. So we're going up there, and for now, all we're doing is returning here, so we don't need all that extra stuff yet. We will, but we don't need it yet. Alright. Cool, we've got our connection. So we're going to go out this way, give me some signals. We'll go with a chain signal going this way. And one coming back. Yeah, that's confused, but that's fine. So this one comes in like this. And back like that. That's still confused. I wonder why that's still confused. You come in like that and in like that. And now hunky-dory. Right, now it is not confused. It just needed all the signals. Everything would go. So this is cautious. If you want to go that way, you're good. If you want to go that way, you're no good. That's why it's blue. I just did this backwards. Because my signals are supposed to go inside the train. Okay. We want to go anti-clockwise. No, we want to go clockwise. Oh my god. The American system is anti-clockwise, which is what I'm not used to. My signals go on the inside. This much I know to be true. The signals go on the inside. So I'll get rid of this. Back all this off. Alright, so we're going to be coming up from here. When we do that, and we do this. I think we have to do this, because that's one too high. As soon as I do one, I'll remember it. I think that's right. Right, because that has to be there. Not really confident about this right now. That doesn't look right. Let me draw this. Let me take a quick second and sketch this. Alright. So, we go this way. Right? That's what that means, right? Yeah, we go this way. We go this way. So that's left and right. So you're going this way on the bottom. Oh, that's the problem. Yeah, that is the problem. Okay, that's why it looks weird. So it's supposed to go this way on the top, not on the bottom. So this is backwards. This is set for... Oh, should I run my entire rail system backwards? Can I do that? Well, obviously I can, but I mean, like... If I remember that, I'm going to set everything else up backwards if I do this. No, I know myself. I can't do that. This cannot be mine. Yes, I know. Okay. So the station's going to be on this side. Be rail tanker. Oh, it won't actually have a property until I place it. That's fine. Put down a train. Put down a signal. Thank you. You are now oil return. Okay. Warning, train is taking longer than 10 minutes between stations. Yes, it's true. Because... reasons. Alright. I don't want to do that. That's stupid. Hop in, back the train up. Pause it. Go to oil return. Stop. Cancel the train's motion. And then it should still be lined up. It is perfect. That's actually better than it was. Now we can do this. So you need to come into this way. So it actually, my rails were set up right the first time. I just couldn't tell you why. Alright, so everything was right the first time. It's very frustrating, but that's okay. So it comes through like that. And like that. Alright. Okay, cool. So now it's the right way. We got to put a chain signal in here to start this whole process. And we put a chain signal in here to end it. I feel like that's right. Now let's put the rest of our signals in. So you need to go this way now. You need to come up. You go down like that. You can go up like this. Yeah, that's where they line up. Do that. You come in like this, which clears up that whole segment. And then this whole thing, I don't want it to be one block. I'd like there to be a gap in case two trains are here at the same time. One of them can come in and get off the main rail. Alright, cool. So that gets me that. And then obviously we can go up and we could complete the T-square, but that's the first T. Goodness me, that took too long. Okay, now we might as well go pick up the rest of the rail that I have because I'm going to need all of it. So we are going in a long direction. Should I be using Faro? Yes. Am I going to? No. Partially because I'm not entirely certain how Faro works, and partially because I just like laying rail. It's calming. Yeah, we do. We like laying rail. Get your mind out of the gutter. Now what I should have is a pump here forcing liquid that way, which I might still do. Let's give myself that option by doing this. I don't have any actual pipe on me. That's sort of bizarre. It's going to be one for now. So we're going to do that, which allows me to be able to put a pump there. And if I have to put a different type of pump in here, so be it. I hope that can be used as what I want, because I could put modules into that very easily. I think I could put modules into the other one as well. I'm not sure. I already got this one a little short, though, because the next thing we're going to do is just lay a bunch of rails. So rather than start for about 50 seconds and then have to stop, we're just going to stop right here. Call it a day. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, click the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel to stay updated everything as it happens. And until next time, cheers.